people are so complex and people are different. Everybody's unique. Everybody has their idiosyncrasies, or they communicate differently. The way you talk to men is maybe not the way you talk to women. The way you talk to certain men is maybe not the way you talk to other men. Now, I have friends in my life that where I can say exactly what I'm thinking to them. We can say shoot straight, so to speak.
Yep.
There are other people in my life, whether it's men or women, it's like maybe that's not the best approach. So relationships are hard because people are sinful. Relationships are hard because people are diverse, they're unique, they're different. Relationships are hard, particularly as pastoral ministry. You're trying to set direction, cast vision. You want to lead the church somewhere, and not everybody agrees with where you're going. And so that creates tension. So relationships for me were always hard. And I think that's going to probably be the case until Jesus comes back and we're all glorified and renewed. But relationships were difficult things to deal with.
Yeah. And so it really speaks back into the need for the soft skills. It reminds me of,
Mm.
when you see historically pastors who have struggled in churches, it's usually not about theological issues. It's usually about people issues and being able to connect well with other folks. And so
Yeah.
to be intentional about developing some of those relational skills, and to be intentional about developing those relationships in your church with your folks, is huge. It's paramount.
No. Well, there's a phrase that a friend of mine used years ago, and I use it now when it comes to relationships. You want to build relationships that are strong enough to bear the burden of truth, right? And
It's a good
so
phrase.
we need to speak truth to people. That's absolutely 100% correct. Sometimes people need rebuked, exhorted, right, pointed in the right direction, corrected. Um, but one of the things we have to do is build relationships that can bear that burden. Other people will use kind of the imagery of a bank account, right?
Yep.
You need to make relational deposits so you can make relational
Yep.
withdrawals, right? So those are just getting to the same idea that you have to build relationships with people so that they know you care about them, that you love them, you want what's best for them, and so when you come alongside of them and maybe have to have a hard conversation, or you're trying to let them know where you want to go, that they trust you, they know you're for them, not against them, and that helps navigate some of those
Yeah.
uh, relationships in the
Absolutely.
church.
And the one thing that really comes to mind that screams out of that is those relationships,
Mm.
they take time. Those aren't the kinds of relationships that just form most of the time just like that. It's the kind of relationship that takes investment.